Hey guys, it's Nation. I'm Kyana. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be doing my second trimester recap. I am now in my third trimester. It's getting real. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty. I'm just gonna go over everything that happened during my second trimester. Of course, I have my notes. So let's get right into the video. First things first, I'm gonna break these down into sections. So if you wanna skip a section or you're more interested in another section of the video, then I'll put timestamps so that you can click whichever one you want to watch. My second trimester, I was already on medication in my first trimester, but I didn't remember to say that in my first trimester recap videos. The medications I took were prenatals. I don't remember to take them every day. Well, I didn't, but now that I have this is my sister's, but I have a purple one because my favorite color is purple, but I had to get a medicine or pill organizer because I have to take so much medicine and I don't be remembering to take it. So that, and then reminders on my phone helps me remember to take it. So prenatals, they taste disgusting. I don't like it, but it's how my baby's gonna get all that she needs. And then my nausea medicine, it's been a lifesaver literally since I got put on it. Well, it worked. I was supposed to be taking the nausea medicine with vitamin B6 together at the same time, but my doctor didn't, or my primary care physician did not specify that when she told me. So it wasn't until a later time that I saw her that she ended up saying that it would work better if I took them both at the same time. So yeah, because she put me on least harmful nausea medicine. It's doxylamine, which is actually a sleep aid as well. So it puts me to sleep some days, but yeah. And then I still get sick every so often, but definitely not as much as I did my first trimester. Like, I literally have to put it in my calendar when I get sick because that's how rare it is now, thankfully, because first trimester was kicking my tail. Moving on, the body aches. My vagina hurts. My vagina freaking hurts. Like, I don't like it. 10 out of 10, don't recommend. And then there's round ligament pain, which is basically when the baby's growing or when your body is stretching to make room for the baby. I thought I was a little bigger. I never thought I was skinny, never said I was skinny, but I'm starting to feel like I was because I feel like baby doesn't have enough room. And then her legs are a mile long, so like, that's one thing her daddy did not help with is the freaking height. Like, she's already tall, it seems like. I'm trying to stand up in my stomach. The back aches, I had them here and there during my second trimester. Well, towards the beginning. Towards the end, I'm not a fan. And then sometimes it seems like they don't go away. But yeah, going along with body aches, I'm freaking uncomfortable. That is why I'm sitting back in this chair, not sitting up. I can't do it. I can only sit up for so much time a day. I can't do it. Like, I'm uncomfortable. But the best thing ever invented for pregnant women was the pregnancy pillow. Like, my sleepless nights, over. The one I have, I'll see if I can find it and I'll put a picture, but I got it from Walmart. I think it was like $50, which I don't know if that's too much for a pregnancy pillow, but I didn't care at that point because I was tired of not being able to sleep throughout the night. I was tired of being uncomfortable. I didn't care. But yeah, pregnancy pillows were the best thing ever invented, and that has helped with the uncomfortability. But that's only for when I'm sleeping or laying down. When I'm standing up or out and about, I'm uncomfortable. I get tired easily. Like, I've never gotten so out of breath doing the simplest things, such as sitting down, putting on my clothes, tying my shoes, which I'm still able to do. So I just feel like that's a good thing, because, you know, most people, or most women around this time, aren't able to do a thing, but I can still tie my shoes. So I love that for me. Child, walking upstairs, granted, I was out of breath walking up them before I got pregnant, but it's 10 times worse now. And then, of course, working. Yeah, I could be, one day I was at work and I ended up 45 minutes into my shift, I ended up having to go sit down because I was tired. That's my life now. Still emotional. Yeah, very much still emotional. Except I feel like I cry less often and I get more irritated or agitated now. Like, the simplest things can piss me off. And then I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to be around anyone. Like, just don't exist. Simply just don't exist. If you ever watched The Addams Family, their daughter Wednesday, I'll be feeling like my attitude goes from 0 to Wednesday really quick. I am in counseling, so I'm working on it, okay? But yeah. I had to tell my counselor that I was feeling that way, because I had to ask her, like, are we borderlining a mental facility? Because I'm a little scared. She said it was normal, so we're good. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. And then, going along with my emotions, I've been feeling my feelings strongly. Not a fan of that. Like, for example, if people express they're not happy with my situation or me being pregnant, for example, or for specificity, depending on the day, it would affect me. Like, one day I might bawl my eyes out about it, and then another day I might be like, okay, is it your problem or mine? But yeah, for those of you who still see me as a little girl and that picture's never gonna get out of your head, skip this part, because I'm being honest, because I have not seen any videos or I have not heard anybody talk about this part of being pregnant, and it needs to be talked about. Y'all, I be horny. There's no reason I should want to hunch that man as much as I do. What? Like, I don't know if it's just me who's ever felt this way, but literally no, like that, forget all the other warnings people give you when you become pregnant. You're gonna be horny. It warned me that in my second trimester that, or it didn't warn me, it was an article that said during your second trimester, you're more likely to be horny or more aroused, for those who can't take the word horny. Aroused. Yeah, nobody told me, nobody warned me, nobody had a conversation, because now I want to fight. Moving on, I've had to learn while dealing with my emotions not to burden myself with the opinions of others. I didn't realize how much being pregnant was going to affect me. especially involving, or I guess based around other people's opinions. I didn't realize other people's opinions were going to affect me as much as they have. So as much as I want to act like I don't care, literally, like, it depends on the day. Sometimes I will, sometimes I won't. But for those out there who feel the need to remind me of the choice that I made, I already know that there are consequences for my decision. That's for me and God to deal with. So I don't need anybody else trying to punish me because I'm not showing that I'm suffering, or I'm not showing that it's hard, or whatever the case may be. Again, that's between me and God. That has nothing to do with anybody else. I'm more than sure some people would have rather me have kept my mouth shut instead of speaking up about what I'm going through or what's going on with me. But this isn't just a learning experience for me. I feel like there are other people out there who don't have support, or whatever the case may be, or their transition hasn't been as smooth as mine has. So I wanted to provide that for somebody. You know, not that I have to explain myself to anyone, but let's chill out. So if you would kindly take your judgment and your opinions where the devil resides, I greatly appreciate it. Moving on. I haven't gotten any more stretch marks. I thought I was, but I honestly haven't even gained that much weight. Like, I'm still the same amount of pounds I've been since I've gotten into my teens, since I was in my teens. Like, maybe towards the end of high school. That weight. Okay, definitely not that weight. The beginning of college, we'll say. Because the high school body me and college body me are two different. But yeah. So the beginning of college, that weight, I'm still around there. So I haven't really gained, because I lost a lot of weight my first trimester because I wasn't able to eat. And then I started gaining it back the second half of my second trimester, because the first part I was still losing weight. I was a little worried there. Didn't know if it was going to be enough for the baby, but everything's fine. She's doing good. Of course, I can eat now. I was able to eat. Did that. Didn't miss the meal. I forgot to mention in my first trimester recap video, my sense of smell has gotten so much stronger. Like, I feel like I can smell like a dog. Like, I have this sense of smell a dog has. And it's annoying sometimes, because I swear I can smell weed from a mile away. I swear I can. And it's so strong. I hate it. I can't stand when people walk by me smelling like it. I can't stand when people try to do it around. It irritates the crap out of me, because, like, I didn't ask to have this sense of smell, but I do. So can we please respect it? And then don't let something stink. I can't stand the smell of dog food. It irritates my nose. It makes me nauseous. I would rather not. And then I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I can. Now, a man's cologne. Y'all be smelling good. And I be enjoying it every second of it, because it's better than smelling weed, smelling dog food, smelling any other thing that does not please my nose. And then, of course, cravings in my second trimester were, I was craving orange, apple, and cranberry juice real bad. Like, it was really, 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 really bad. I thought I was gonna end up with diabetes. But of course, I only drink 100% juice, but I think you could still get diabetes from, I don't know. But That juice was smacking. Still smacks to this day. I got me a cup right here. And then core water, like my sister and my mom put me on. Didn't really pick it up whenever I saw it. That was a craving. Like, if I was gonna drink water, I wanted it to be core water. I didn't want it to be any other water. And then Sonic, my mom, when she was pregnant with my brother, her craving was Sonic. She craved their corn dogs, but I craved their slushes, their breakfast burritos, and their cranberry limeades. Y'all, when I tried that cranberry limeade for the first time, I had to go get me a second cup just because it was that good. Like, that makes me want it so bad. That and their mozzarella sticks too, with some ranch. Amazing. And then snow cones. Anything slushy was really like, because in my second trimester, that's when it was like really, really hot outside, like 100 degrees. But even after it cooled down to the 90s and whatnot, which wasn't much, but when it did, it was like, I still wanted a snow cone or a slush or something of that texture. So good. And then also I learned in my second trimester to stay away from Google, because they're gonna tell you your baby died. I was so irritated. That, and then my OB told me to stay away from Google, because it's not good for your mental health. If you care about your mental health, stay away from Google while you're pregnant. Any questions you have, ask your OB or someone who's had a child. This is another TMI section, so for those of you who would probably prefer not to hear what I'm gonna say, skip to the next section. My boobs got bigger. And yeah, like, I liked my little semi anthills. Mine were like a tad bit bigger than anthills, but I like to call them anthills because they were small to me. I like that size. I never complained about the size of my boobs. Like, I feel like they were a good handful, if you will. Now, my hands can't fit. Like, it's too much. It's too much. Thankfully, I'm the type of person, well, I didn't have a choice, but I buy the sister size for my bra size. So I have not had to get new bras or anything like that because they fit. I love that for me. It's been amazing. It saves me money. So I 10 out of 10 recommend buying your sister size. But majority of the time it's because they don't have my size, which is fine. Because they fit great in my bras. Y'all, what they also don't tell you or talk about very often is the constipation. Like, I know all your organs are like smushed and whatnot, but I didn't know constipation was going to be such a big thing. It's annoying. And so then you have to try to eat a lot of stuff with fiber in it, or I don't know. I don't freaking know. Granted, apple juice, apples, yogurt, like Greek yogurt, and kind of dairy products really for me help to get it out. That, and I think I haven't realized if water like does anything, because it's supposed to flush your system, but I don't know that it flushes mine, because you know all of my organs are pushed up somewhere, pushed around, pushed down. I can't even tell at this point. But yeah, I literally have to put in my calendar when I take a poop because that's how rare it is. It's really crazy. So be prepared to be constipated. Granted, I don't know that this happens for everyone. Literally, nobody talks about it. Nobody tells you these things. These are things I feel like people should know. They'd be like, okay, this is what you need to look out for. It might not happen to you, but just in case, let me let you know. So please, come to this video. If nobody else is going to tell you, I'm going to tell you. Like, I don't even care about oh, that might be too much information. I don't even care. I don't even care anymore. Like, because nobody told me. So I'm going to tell everyone. And then, of course, or I don't want to say of course, I don't think it happens for everyone. I don't know. But hair growth. My hair has grown. And not just the hair on my head. So, I did have my hair done consistently for the first 5 months of my pregnancy. So I didn't notice the hair growth because I was just taking my hair down and washing it just to put it back up again, like within a couple days. So I wasn't noticing the hair growth. But after I took it out, and I've had it out for a minute now, I've noticed the hair growth. Hair everywhere else grows, I swear, 10 times faster. Like, shaving no longer works for me. I literally have to nair or wax. And it's irritating. Well, since I've started waxing, it isn't as bad. Like, when it grows back, it seems like it still grows back just a little bit fast, but not as fast as when I was shaving. When I was shaving, I would be very upset because I'm like, I swear I just shaved and there's hair again. But yeah, just to know, every pregnancy is different, so don't try to compare your pregnancy to someone else's because you may get disappointed, or you may get your feelings hurt, or you may think something is wrong with your baby because this happened to XYZ, but it's not happening to me. Don't compare. Like, I believe my pregnancy has been completely different from some of my family members. So, every time I go to the OB, baby's perfectly fine, doing great, loving it in there, having a ball, having a blast. So, just keep in mind, everybody's pregnancy is different. There's nothing wrong with your baby just because something that happened to somebody else isn't happening during your pregnancy. It's perfectly fine as long as your OB says your baby's fine, everything looks good. That's all that matters. I'm gonna be a tad gay, guys. I'm so thankful for my boyfriend. He's been great. Very, very, very supportive. Especially, you know, during my second trimester, that's when I started having issues like getting up. Yeah, so then whatever I need or want, depending on what it is, of course, he can help me or he'll do it. Which I love that. Like, somebody to do what I tell them. Love that for me. I was gonna say I should have got pregnant a long time ago, but it's probably not the best joke to make. Funny to me, might not be funny to others. But yeah, I'm thankful for him. Also, know your family medical history. Like, if your mom, your grandma, your aunt, uncle, or whoever had diabetes, heart failure, high blood pressure, whatever the case may be, know that. Granted, I knew all of this stuff because I was in grown folks conversations when I wasn't supposed to be in grown folks conversations. That, or I just sat and listened and paid attention. Or they volunteered their information to me. I know all that going into my pregnancy and then going into my appointment. So if they ever asked, yeah, my mom has this, my granny has this, or I know somebody in my family who's had this, blah, blah, blah. And then that helps them to know what to look out for in your pregnancy. Because unfortunately, genes and whatnot can transfer to you and then possibly to your baby. And hate it, but glad to know it. And then of course there are preventative measures. There may be preventative measures that you can take to help make sure that the cycle doesn't continue. If y'all have not heard, or if you don't follow me on my personal social media, then you wouldn't know. But, and I've also been making statements throughout this video about what I'm having. It's a girl. I found out at my 20-week appointment. I was gonna post that, but you can see my baby's parts and I don't play like that. Like, I'm not playing like that. It's sick people out there and you would be like, it's literally a baby. But you would think people would. I'm not putting that on. I don't even, no. I'm just not gonna post it. But I'm having a girl. I'm terrified because if you all don't know my sister's story, she was sexually assaulted when we were younger. So I'm gonna have a little girl that I'm gonna have to protect, and that's been taking a toll on me because it's like, I don't want her to ever have to go through that or be placed in a situation like that where it's almost gonna happen. Like, I don't, but of course, you know, God's on my side. He got me, he got her. We're gonna be good. She got her daddy. We got to stay, like, both of us are gonna have to try to stay at a job. That's why I'm scared. We're both gonna have to stay at, we're gonna try to stay at a job. Like, I didn't used to understand, like, parents who were protective of their children. It seemed like they were doing too much, but now that I'm having my own kid and it's a girl, I'm like, okay, yeah, I understand. Because I literally say all the time, I'll knock somebody's head off about my kid. And she's not even here yet. Like, I don't want to go into the hospital, like, ready to fight someone because I think they're going to steal my child. But it's like, that's what I be thinking about. That's where my mind goes. I go like, okay, the hospital. And then when I take her home, who am I going to allow to be around her? Because you can't trust everybody, even family. And I hate to say it. I hate to think like that. But it's literally true. Some family members are the sickest. Okay? Some of them are the sickest. And I don't even play like that. And I don't want to have to kill nobody. I don't have to go to jail. Like, I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to do it. But I'd rather not have to. So this is everybody's warning. I'm like, there's no hard feelings towards anybody. I'm just being very intentional about who I allow around my child. Because she is a girl. She's my child, and y'all gonna have to bear with me. My trust ain't 100%. That's another thing I learned in the second trimester. I'm having a very hard time trusting. Like, there's literally one person on this earth other than her father that I would trust her to be with if I died. Or if anything happened to me. You gotta bear with me. I'm trying. But it's like, the Lord gonna have to help me. He's gonna have to help me a lot. Cause I'm like, no. Like, I'll hold her, you can look. From a distance. 6 feet. Oh, also, I'm gaining weight now. I started gaining weight at the end of my second trimester. When I went to my appointment, I had gained, I think it was 9 pounds, which that seemed like a lot to me, but that's literally, I think, all I've gained this whole pregnancy, which is crazy. I'm not upset about it though, because I expected to gain weight during this pregnancy, but I haven't really, and I'm not upset about it. Because that means I'm going to be able to fit them clothes once I drop her. That's going to conclude this video. I hope you all enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next one. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. See you later, lovelies.